We are live on Instagram at the moment.
Yes, we're live. We're live on Instagram and on YouTube.
Awesome. Fantastic. This is our fourth week of July's daily brick limit updates.
Yes,
so we're excited to get going here today.
This is cool. Yeah, we're trying StreamYard, and you notice that we're on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. So welcome, everybody.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in. Whether you're on Instagram right now or on YouTube, we're glad that you're here.
Yep, we're here, and we're excited about just everything that's happening for the month. And I think that from what I can tell, everybody has been super excited about what we're doing, and I'm so stoked about just how we've been able to engage so many people around the world. It's awesome. And I think I need to add myself to Instagram to be on your side. Right.
Just send out an invite for you to join us over on this Instagram live stream. We'll be adding Brickanista on Instagram in just a second while we go live on Brickanista's YouTube channel, which if you're not subscribed to her YouTube, please join. And that way you can catch up with us on both networks.
Yes, definitely. And I think we're here. I'm just adjusting my camera so then that way I'm not lopsided.
All right. I'm hearing a little bit of an echo. I think check your volume on your end.
Okay. I don't know. Is that better?
Let's see. It's still echoing a little bit. I think that might be on your computer.
All right. I think I might need to mute. Or here, let me try this. Hold up.
Well, while you're doing that, thanks to everybody that's tuning in. We're glad that you're here. This is our fourth weekly update so far in July. And it's also going to be our final weekly update until we do our prize giveaway drawing at the beginning of August, once the month is ended and everyone's gotten their builds in. So welcome to Alexander 23Z. Hello to you. Hello to Sith Lego Trooper. Everyone else that's watching, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Instagram. This has been a great ride, and we're glad that you're here so that we can share some more of the awesome builds that we've seen this past week.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll have to bear with us as we still go through the technologies. If anybody's on YouTube, I'm still trying to figure out how to get the chat function working. So I'm looking for that, and hopefully I'll be able to chat with you and see you soon as well.
Hello to Ian and to Rick Brickham. Thanks for tuning in. We're glad you guys are here. I'm pretty excited about some of the builds that we're going to get to share today. So,
Definitely.
we're still doing a little bit of experimenting with our simulcasting.
Yes, exactly.
So
we're trying something new.
StreamYard day for YouTube. So hopefully this will go over well. I think it will.
I think so. And like I said, the one thing I'm working on right now, so anybody on YouTube, I'm still figuring out the chat function because I can chat with Joriel right now, but I can't chat with you for some reason. I'm still trying to figure out where I need to, what setting I need to have enabled. So, but anyway, go ahead, Joriel.
Well, yeah, let me kick off some of the sharing here. One of our favorite things to do is to see some of the accidental themes that crop up between different users over the course of the week. And for some reason, there was some bug that was going around, I guess, but this week in July's daily brick limit was the week of brick separators being used.
Yes.
So I got three really clever uses of brick separators to share with you guys today. The first one is from one of our daily brick limit friends, Jennifer Jam AFall _AFall, who created this awesome.
Oh yeah.
This awesome snow,
like a jet ski thing. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly what it's called. Snowmobile. If I had read the post, the answer would have been right there. Created an awesome snowmobile with the orange brick separator, which just so happens to be the same color as their sort of Arctic exploration sets. So, that color orange is sort of like code for Arctic vehicles, I suppose.
Yes.
And then, of course, our longtime friend in Daily Brick Limit, Miss Lobricta, created an excellent airplane using the brick separators as the landing gear, I suppose, if that's a technical term for it. And that was
Yes.
a nice
Airplanes. Touch. It seems like airplanes and different kind of vehicles have started popping up this week, which is
that
really
post
cool.
Was, as you know, Miss Lobrichta is our holiday build champion, which we have an important announcement about later as well. But that was for National Amelia Earhart Day. And then the last one I wanted to shout out for the brick separators, used brick separators of 4 different colors, believe it or not, including the wide black one. So you'll see orange, green, teal, and black brick separators. Everything that you're about to see is a brick separator. And this is from Lil Scrap 23. This is a really ingenious palm tree design using only brick separators.
Yes.
And I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, in addition to the vehicles, I just think people have been really creative with dots now too, because there's more use for dots when you get into this, in the teens and the 20s. And so, like even something like this, we have this little snake.
Yes.
You can see with a variety of different dots. And this is from Bright On Bricks. So you can see that you have these, little, creations using dots. I thought that was really cool. Here's another one, which is a combination of dots from a Lego Dad. So you have this Lego Dad thing with the little polar bear. So I thought that was a little fun as well. Yeah.
Welcome, Virginia Bricks. We've had a blast following your monster builds this month. And also, Miss Logo Brain, thank you for tuning in. We've had a really fun month so far. And just a reminder, this is sort of a bittersweet moment because we're in the middle of our final update stream of the month because we've reached episode 4. And after this, the next stream that we do is the prize giveaway. So we're really excited for
which won't be next week. It'll be the week after because Joriel Builds can't make it next week.
Correct.
Now here's another cute little one, which I think this might be a combo because it's a windmill. Did you see the windmill?
Yes, I did.
Peach to Kinder did that.
Yes.
And what they did is they combined it with another challenge from Sam's Brego. And I'm trying to see if I can get the bigger picture. Here's the larger photo. So they kind of used our 24 brick limit, and then they made a bigger windmill for the Sam's Brego challenge. So that was cool that you can kind of intersperse ideas from both sides. So I was very, very excited to see like cross-pollination.
It was the miniature version of the build combined with the large 32 by 32 mosaic version of the build. And it was sort of cool to see those coming together like that. So
exactly. Done. Yes.
Now I'm glad you pointed out that windmill build because I really wanted to share that one. I'm trying to look for the exact post because I wanted to make sure that it got addressed on one of these updates. But Miss Lobrichta, we might have talked about this if it was in a different week, but it deserves being shouted out twice. Passed her 200th consecutive daily brick limit, holiday brick limit post.
And she's at Brick Rodeo right now over in Houston.
Oh,
so,
cool.
She's doing this while she's on the road, and she was doing this while she was on Lego Masters Season 2. She was continuously building every single day since the first of this year, which is a tremendous accomplishment. And probably if she keeps going for the end of the year, she'll have 365 builds, which is just mind-blowing. Brickman Mosaic Art. And also, I should mention, Max Braun and Robin Eklund are here on YouTube. So welcome, everybody.
We're glad
I wanted to do another shout out. This one's for Karen.Lego. And she did this adorable one and using, I think, a Duplo face. So the Duplo face where this is so cute. I think that, another thing which is really endearing is as we get to the larger builds, you're seeing both multiple minifigs that are being displayed, as well as using some of the different pieces for facial expressions, which I just think is super fun.
Yes, absolutely. There's been a nice use of Duplo and exploring
Mhm.
Duplo and sharing Duplo going on the past couple of weeks.
Right.
And that's been fun for me to watch because I really I don't have any toes in the Duplo world, so it's nice.
No
It's nice to
toes in
follow
the
along.
Duplo world?
Yeah,
You
what's
have no
that?
Duplo at all?
I have
Are you saying none?
oh I have some bricks from when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
I don't have any from coming out of my gray period or whatever it's
Right.
called. The gray ages.
The
Uh,
gray ages.
Brickman Mosaic Art is picking up the new Seinfeld set. That's exciting.
Oh, how fun. That's great.
Yeah.
So I wanted to also mention that what I like is that we're trying to encourage people to build. So, if some of you have been saying, well, I skipped a day, and it's okay to make things up. So here's one, which is hot dog _ waffles. And this
Yes.
one is where they put day 14, I think 15 and 16 together, or day 14 and 16. And this is where you've got multiple builds together. Yeah. So you can see the little mech for the head, and then a dragon, and then like this almost like a alien creature. So yeah, it's just fun. So don't worry, I'm also behind. So you're probably going to see 3 or 4 more builds for me, because I have to do them in clusters, because I've been really busy with some of these larger mocks that I've been doing this week. I just finished, if for those of you who have been watching Tricky Bricks, I just finished this big mythology challenge, and that one was 2 base plates vertical, and then
Cool.
2 16 by 32 horizontal. So it's been a lot of fun just doing that all together.
That is cool. Here's something I got to shout out while we're here together. And this is from Brady Joyner Bricks, who is also at Brick Rodeo at the moment.
Oh, okay.
And believe it or not, big shout out to Brady Joyner Bricks that they actually led a workshop at Brick Rodeo this month.
Oh, fun.
And
Fun.
the workshop was all about building community online.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they say it was so fun to chat about what we've learned running Brady Joyner Bricks and how the magic of technology creates a global community. I name dropped a couple of you here who have been tagged,
Yay.
so you may see some fun new followers soon.
Oh,
But
fun.
the Daily Brick Limit was one of the tags that was featured in their post.
Nice.
And huge shout out to Brady Joyner Bricks for not only being an awesome part of our community, but also shouting out Daily Brick Limit while you were
Right.
leading a session at a convention. That's just so cool, and we're glad to see how important online Lego community is to other people. So
it's so true, and we started this back in August of last year, but it really took off at the beginning in January. So I think 2021 has really been the year of collaborations and challenges. And here's another shout out. This is from the Lego Geek, and this one is day 23, and this goes back to using multiple minifigs. And this one is clowning around, and the fact that they used several clowns and some Batman heads and the ringleader. So just our ringmaster. Yeah, it's just fun to see all of these come together.
I've really enjoyed, and I feel like every week we share, at least one of their undersea creature mosaics, but I've really enjoyed following along with a Lego Dad's undersea creature mosaics, and their mosaic for the 23rd was this seahorse, and it's probably one of my favorites from the whole month.
And that also goes back to using dots, is that the dots usage has been just a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to also say that I've been just so glad to see like little creatures showing up. And this one is Booyah Bricks. And this one goes back a little bit because this was day 7. But I wanted to just mention, like, just making a treasure chest into a character.
Yes. Oh, I love that one. That one was really, really cool.
And, that this is something that you can just see that just by using inventive parts that you can create these really cool characters, right?
Absolutely. Brixby, thank you for joining us. We're just going over some of our favorite builds that we saw this past week as we sort of head into the grand finale of this month's Daily Brick Limit Challenge. I saw a couple on day 22 specifically that featured the same part being repeated over and over again.
Oh.
The first one that caught my attention was Lil Scrap 23. I believe this was their 22-day post. I didn't stop to count all of them, but it was the 32 by 32 base plates all just stacked up together, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And then the other one that I really liked that was similar came from Stewie Go Crazy. And I believe this was also a 22-day build, but it was basically, it was sort of like a set of railroad tracks with the quote, "It's not where you're going, it's how you're getting there." And I've been trying to figure out exactly what piece this is that they used, but it was a really, really effective way at sort of creating this.
Image.
The
railroad track.
Yes.
Definitely.
I'm still working on finding the perfect brightness setting and angle to hold the iPad so that it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing. So thank you for bearing with us, both people on YouTube and people on on Instagram. So here's another shout out to JLK 600, because remember how I was talking about how they do movie themes and how they do the movie themes. And they have, the use of the Photoshop to put these together. And I think just this, it's given me a whole new perspective of this, what is this piece called? The girder piece.
Right.
Because I'm used to using the girder piece more vertically, and I hadn't really thought about it using horizontally. So this, that's another thing when you see these brick limits is that you think, oh, that's right, I could use it horizontally because the studs or the connection piece is on the bottom. So you're used to seeing it vertical, right? So just seeing something like that has been super fun.
I think we need to take a moment to appreciate how Teeth Brick Geeks spaceship build has come along, because they have been very, very diligently building up a spaceship over the course of the whole month. And that's been really the story of their builds, literally one brick at a time, starting with the leg of, starting with the oxygen tank, then moving on to like the actual foot of the minifigure. Built the astronaut up first, and now has been very diligently building up
the spaceship is together.
And it's really coming together.
And speaking of spaceships, Spot the Magic Ninja, I love the combination of the Super Mario base, those little squares. So you have the Super Mario squares as a base, and then the clouds. I've been using these clouds recently, and I think what I need to do is I need to use them more but the little alien in that too is just super, super cute. The little one-eyed alien in the spaceship. So I think that's another thing, is that we're starting to see vehicles, we're starting to see spaceships, airplanes, all these other builds. And there's another one, I think from Robin Eklund, where she did a dragonfly. Dragonfly. So, and Robin Eklund is here on YouTube. So I just wanted to do a shout out to you, because this dragonfly, talk about detail. And I love how she coordinated the colors as well. And it just was really, really well done. So good job, Robin.
Here's one that I like that is sort of in the vein of the movie posters we've been seeing, which I'm going to come back to in just a moment. But this is this is from Miss Lego Brain, and this is a really cool one that they did, recreating an iconic scene from Thelma and Louise in micro scale form. So they have the source material in the background on the screen, and then the micro scale build itself in the foreground, and it's just such a cool recreation. I thought that was really clever and really nice use of parts. So well done.
Right. And I think that we're seeing also just, like I said, personality coming through. Here's one from Brick _Steves, this little pig.
Yes, yes, I love
I was
that pig.
talking about how I love to do little animals that are what I call the Palisades animals. And
Yes.
just being able to see, this one with the little eyelashes, it's like this is cute little pig. Sleepy
Um,
pig is what they call it.
there have been some awesome movie poster builds.
Mhm.
LJK 600's done some awesome ones, but this one just about takes the cake. And this is from earlier this week. Their
Mhm.
Lego Poltergeist movie poster,
Yes.
absolutely brilliant, with the little Lego hands coming out of the television set.
Right.
Absolutely
And that's the
brilliant.
thing, a lot of
Great
people
idea.
don't think about taking the hands off of the minifigs and using
Yeah.
that as a piece, which is just brilliant, and you start
Yes.
seeing that.
Absolutely.
And then this one, going back to really cute animals and things, and this one is Take Your Kids to Work Day, and
Oh
how they
yes.
put it on the whiteboard so you can actually write on it. And I thought that was so cute because you have
Very
multiple
clever.
characters, and it's kind of like this character with the shell on top, and the two kids are Splat Gears. It was so cute.
Yes. Very clever.
Oh my goodness.
Here's a quick shout out to Lego Space Geek S, who's
Hmm.
really been working hard to contribute comments to everyone's builds, and so hasn't been able to quite do as many builds with everything that's been going on for them this summer. So they've gone back and they've started catching up on some of the previous days,
Hmm.
and this is their, last time they did all of these ice planet themed builds. And one of their latest projects is to start putting insectoids themed builds together.
Yes.
So there's all these awesome builds with grays and black tiles and translucent green
The
bricks.
translucent radar dishes. In fact,
Yeah.
this is perfect because the one I wanted to point out uses the translucent dish as well. And this one is from Brad's Life, the spaceship. And what I
Yes.
love about this is that the translucent radar dish can be used as a holder both on top and below. So if you take a look at this, and I think, let me see if I could do this right. You see how they've changed the
Yeah.
position, where they changed the position of where the extender, the clear extender is, because this is perfect for like stop motion animation, that if they want to use that, or just regular, if you want to just do a video of this spaceship flying through, you could just hold that translucent extender. So really, really well done.
It was really fun to see that one because Brad's Life has done so many amazing spaceships on their page, and it was fun to see one that was really just a classic flying saucer.
Right.
And it was very, very well constructed. And it was also interesting because that post came right on the heels of another one that used those sort of like dome. There have been a couple of really, really clever ones that have used those slightly rounded dome pieces. I'm not exactly sure what the technical part is, but and I got two examples. The first one is also from Jennifer Jam Jam. They sort of created a really similar flying saucer shape, but their interpretation of
I
it
was just going to
the
talk about
snail.
that.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
the snail. And there's a
yes.
person, Casey, out of, I think, Pittsburgh, who is big into snails. So I was going to tag her on that too.
That was a fun one.
Think that the radar dishes, you're seeing more of the radar dishes appearing in builds, either the small translucent ones or the larger ones like you saw in the snail. But I wanted to do a shout out to Matilda again for Teach to Kinder, because I would never have thought about this. And this is why sometimes a kid's imagination is wonderful. And look at how she mounted this slide, where she mounted this slide. So then that way it sits on top of the figure right here. So the figure is holding up the slide, which I think is absolutely hysterical. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, my head hurts because I've got, all these things sliding down.
Rick Brickham is calling. Rick Brickham is calling those pieces X-Pod lids. Thank you. He used them in 2 builds, one of which was also a flying saucer. So thank you for a little
Oh.
bit of education today, Rick Brickham. The X-Pod lids.
Mhm.
And the other one that you used it in is one that I wanted to shout out. It's literally the one that I have pulled up right now because this one made me smile so big. They used a green X-Pod lid as a hill and a blue plate in the background as the sky, and together created this really charming build of the
Yes.
world of Peppa Pig.
Peppa
And
Pig. It's so cute.
Yes, there's the
So we
little
saw a couple
car.
pigs this week.
Yes. So we have the car, we have these 2 micro scale characters, Peppa and George, and then the
Mhm.
house, of course. But I thought like using that lid as like the hill, it just
It's so
my
nice.
students love Peppa Pig, and my students
Yeah.
quote Peppa Pig all of the time. And so like seeing this really cracked me up, and I thought that the design was just very, very clever. So well done on that one.
And since we were talking about slides on the last one that I was talking about, here's another slide. So it's interesting that people around the world are doing this, but they're coming up with similar themes. So here's another slide. And I thought what was interesting about this slide is that they used the black and the white pieces in kind
Yes.
of an unusual way, but you still get the sense of it as a slide. So I'm just really, really impressed with just the creativity and the different ways of looking at things, but yet also, I guess they talk about, I think, that when people are working on similar projects, that they start almost like a psychological connection, which I think is
Yeah,
super cool. And I'm not sure what's
absolutely.
happening. My front camera is like blurry for some reason on YouTube.
There we go. It's back.
Is it back now?
Yes.
It's acting really weird. Yeah, I think I had to put my hand in front of it. There we go. Yeah.
Now, Brick 387 has undergone a really fascinating micro project, micro theme, whatever you want to call it. So I want to encourage everybody watching to go check out Brick_387. Also, shout out to Minimal Bricks, who just joined on Instagram. We're glad you're here.
Hey, Minimal
But
Bricks.
Brick 387 has started this really awesome project akin to the Lego ICT Dad States builds that they started the month out with. Only this theme is featuring the Great Lakes. They're using plates to recreate what like an aerial view of the Great Lakes.
Dots. Yeah, once again, the dots coming together.
Some awesome use of dots and plates. So that one was Lake Michigan, and they've just made some awesome progress so far. So, you know, here's another one that you can see, trying to get this zoomed in properly.
And you already
believe it or
talked
not,
about Virginia Bricks or about the different characters?
I mentioned them earlier, but I'd love to show some more
Here's
little
another
monsters
one. So Virginia Bricks has been making all of these characters, and we'll have this like family at the end of the day.
Yeah, my favorite part of those builds is the second photo that shows all of the monsters all standing together for their
the family of monsters, and of course Rick Brickham. I think Rick Brickham might be on Instagram. That this was really a nice tribute to Star Wars with the all the different heads or helmets. And it makes you wonder too that, you know, it could be the same person just wearing different helmets, right?
Yeah.
How would you know?
You never could tell.
I have seen something which was really cool. I'll have to find out from my friend Ferg who did it. But they did a Mandalorian helmet, and they used that paint, that conductive paint, and they put a battery with a light inside the minifig head. And then so the visor actually glows.
That's cool.
It is very cool. So I'm going to see if I can find out how to do that. It was really amazing. Just it's I think they had to cut open the minifigure visor and then put a clear visor on top and then put the conductive paint and the little battery powered what is it, the little light. It is very, very cool. So I will see if I can find that sometime. Maybe I'll try that. I don't think it'll be a daily brick limit thing though.
Here's a fun one from Ninja Lego Masters that I really liked, by AJ and Mum. That is a Lego maze that is also sort of a shout out to the Brick Teach, who has been making Lego mazes for a while. So Ninja Lego Masters wanted to build something that was sort of in that vein and sort of a tribute to that would fit within the daily brick limit. So they built this really fun Lego maze and included the solution that shows you all about how to do it properly and experience everything. So I thought that was a really fun idea.
Yeah, I think Brickworm also did something similar where she used her quilt tiles and I think created a maze from a mosaic using the quilt tiles. And then going back to, I was talking about the dragonfly earlier. This one's from Stu W. Lego Crazy 97. And this is the beetle. And this beetle was just super, super cool too. And I just love the colors of that beetle. And, you know, just looking at it, they have some close-up shots too. So if you haven't had a chance to look through the gallery, there's just some really amazing things that people have done.
This one is a little cheeky, but I think it's funny. This is from the Lego Geek this week, and it's so hard to get 5 minutes of peace and quiet.
Oh.
Using that bowl piece, and then the cylinder, using the cylinder for the toilet paper roll, and the tile, like the newspaper tile. I thought it was really clever. It's the expression on the character is so funny. It's just a really silly build in general. That's really fun. So very cool.
And the other thing that I've been seeing more of is some of the Monkey Kid and the Chinese New Year set builds or pieces. So this one's from Lil Scrap 23, and this one has I think the Year of the Ox guy with the little firecrackers coming off of that piece, because that long piece I remember using it in the Spring Lantern Festival and being able to see this with the it looks like the Year of the Ox head. So really I just love the colors. And Monkey Kid, I think we're going to see more of that too, that people using some of the Monkey Kid colors and some of those special plates that came in.
Yes, because that line is definitely expanded since we last did this in January.
Yep.
Here's a build from Monica Berry that we were glad to see. That I'm going to show the build, and I want to read a little bit of the description. Monica Berry hasn't gotten to do as much with this month. But this is a catch up of their day 6 build that they posted earlier this week. And it's that's sort of raising some awareness on blindness and visual impairment, which is I think really nice, is using Lego and using Lego challenges that have an audience and that have some reach to try to get your message carried across in that context. So one of the things that I wanted to read about this after they do some general accessibility awareness is to say that another way to help is to write image descriptions. So my image description for this picture is, quote, "A yellow minifigure lady with long brown hair is walking along a red Lego plate wearing sunglasses and summery clothes. She carries a white cane." And that's really true, because you see more and more videos and posts that have image descriptions underneath or transcripts, and those are all about anybody with visual impairments that are using the app. There are a lot of great tools out there that help convert digital text into audio that people with visual impairments can process more easily. And when we're all using these image apps, we like to think that the image speaks for itself, but it doesn't always for everybody. So, including captions and image descriptions, they're an important part of using apps like this in our modern world, because it helps make the content on any platform more accessible to more people. So we've talked a lot about how you can use your caption to enhance the story, but sometimes using the caption is just about conveying your story in the first place to some people who
Yeah.
may not be able to perceive it in in ways
Visual
that you would
descriptions.
expect. Yeah.
Right.
So,
And
something to think about.
I met a person who actually gets paid for some larger movies where they read the video description of what's happening on screen. So if
Yes.
somebody is like on a baseball field, they'll say the pitcher is walking up to the mound, and that's another track that you can get at the movie theater for people who have that visual impairment. But
Those descriptive audio services, they're not all heroes wear capes. Some of them,
yes.
some of them write the descriptive audio experience for movies. So it's some unsung heroes in our society today.
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't, since I'm a big Star Wars fan, I also wanted to do a shout out again to LJK 600 for the Star Wars A New Hope. And
Yes.
not only did they use the font for the for the top, but they actually have a beam of light coming down for the holographic image of Leia. So they did some shrinking of the character so that it would fit into this, and so it's just very well done with the lighting and just even the subtlety of they have, which I know it wasn't exactly true in the movie, with Obi-Wan Kenobi like leaning down and with I guess Luke, but it was just really cool just seeing all of that together.
Creative build for sure.
Like, who's Obi-Wan Kenobi? But to get the daily brick limit, you had to definitely get another character in there.
I had one last one that I wanted to shout out really quickly. This was from Robin Eklund. We've seen some awesome examples this month of bringing Lego into the real world and using nature in your backgrounds.
Yes.
And here's an awesome, gorgeous example, some really good photography of actually making a Lego build that is reflective of something in the real world. So this is a picture that they took of a real hibiscus compared to their Lego hibiscus. I thought that the hairbrush piece that they used was a really nice parts usage to sort of recreate the I believe the pistil of the flower.
Definitely.
So
yeah, Robin has some really great builds, and also what I like too. So another shout out to Robin is that she likes to incorporate also just the surroundings that are in Hawaii, which is awesome because, talk about what a beautiful place to live. And then you get to share that with us by doing these builds. So thank you so much. That's really wonderful for you to do.
Now, before we wrap things up, a couple of reminders to everybody, whether you're watching now on YouTube or Instagram or you're watching later, that today is the 24th and we're approaching the end of the month. And, as we always say, we want everybody to feel that they can participate as much as they want in the in the challenge. Even if that involves catching up on the days that you missed. But at a certain point, we do stop counting the posts that come in so that we can find everybody that participated and spin the big prize wheel. All right. So it is not too late for you or someone who hasn't even started yet to take part and maybe catch up on some days because we do want everybody to try to get to at least 10 builds so that we can include you in our prize giveaway. While July is still in session, see what you can do about getting those 10 posts in, and then your name will be included in our post.
Daily brick limit. That's right.
Yes.
And so even though we won't be having a broadcast on the 31st, we will be having a broadcast, I want to say August. I
believe the 7th.
It's the 7th, August 7th. So yeah. So if you want to mark your calendars, that's when we're going to do this spin-off for the prize. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, I guess it's called a spin-off. We spin the wheel.
We'll call it that. I like it. It's a spin-off. It's not. There's no TV show that it comes from. It's the Daily Brick Limit spin-off.
Yeah.
But it'll be a fun time, and we're really looking forward to using that to really celebrate everything that everybody has done and built this month, because there's just been so much creativity, and we've loved getting to meet some new people and bring some new people into our community and just watch everyone's creativity flower. So
yes, definitely.
Keep it up.
It's been so great too. Just it's given us so many ideas on not only how to use pieces, but also how to use Photoshop to tell your story, and also how to write a good description too for your builds, because often you have to kind of read into what you think the story says, but then when you read the story from the individual, then you think, oh wow, this is a nice tribute to the person's father, for example. So those have been just so heartwarming. So thank you, everyone.
Yes, Brighton Bricks, just wanted to pass this on to you. Brickanista says on Instagram, thank you for doing this. It is our pleasure. We love doing this, and we love getting to, especially on Saturdays. We love this specifically, doing this to connect, and communicate, and share with you guys.
The recap has been a lot of fun, and it also helps us too because, as you know, for the last 3 weeks now, we've been doing simulcasting both on Instagram and on YouTube. So that's also been an education for us. And today I'm using StreamYard on YouTube for the first time. That's not a test. This is a live show. So I'm really just thankful for everybody here for also being so kind as we kind of go through, our little bumps and learnings that come along the way. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for tuning in, for bearing with us, for being an interactive audience that share your ideas and share your thoughts in live, not live action. You know what I mean. In real time.
This is live action.
In real time. Yes, it is live action. Thank you for sharing your thoughts in real time. I was about to say live time, but that's not a thing. In real time, and for participating, for being encouraging.
Yeah. And it says, oh, thank you, Ms. Lego Brain, that the live stream has been really fun. Thank you. Oh, good. Because this is different than what we've done in January, too. Because in January, we did actually go through like a gallery of some of the builds that we liked, and just to highlight some people's work. And if you haven't gone, take a look at Daily Brick Limit, and you'll see the gallery. And also, Joriel Builds has the actual Daily Brick Limit account. So you can go to the account and actually look at things, too.
Thank you. Please continue to be encouraging of people on their builds. Don't let a single post go uncommented on. And thank you to everyone that's participating, because this is a blast, and we just love seeing everything that you put out there. So keep in touch. Stay tuned. We're coming down the home stretch here, and we can't wait to see you guys again when we do our great Daily Brick Limit spinoff and award a few prizes at the end of all of this. So take care. Be safe. Stay creative, have fun, and play well.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Thanks, Brickanista.
Thank you. I'll see you, Joriel Builds.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. See ya.